So let's just say that you've moved to a low tax jurisdictions like UAE. How do you take advantage of that specifically?
Yeah, so if you come here for work, for example, you're probably going to be here for a few years.
Yeah.
So there are certain things you can do if you're an expat living in the UAE to essentially optimize your tax affairs whilst you're living here. Now, you do have to be very mindful of what the country you're going back to is going to do. So, for example, if you decide to go offshore for a year and sell a bunch of crypto and then go back to the UK, you're probably going to pay tax when you return to the UK.
So you need to be very aware of the return regulation
Exactly.
once you come back.
I think there's too much disenchantment because people see zero tax as a headline and then think, okay, that's great. I can go there for 2 years, sell some assets, come back, and then repatriate all of that money back.
Which is not the case.
Which is not the case. But also, if you think about it, I think you have to be very careful in both senses, inbound and outbound. So when you move to that country, you have to be aware of what is your tax situation, and then when you come back to that country, what is your tax situation? Because you could be looking at tax on some asset you sold whilst you were abroad, and you acquired it prior to you moving to that country. So essentially you end up with capital gains tax on some crypto you sold, which you may have already spent the money. So you need to be very mindful what's going to happen when you come back.